This is the appendage when you at the water surface. Okay, so basically the diagram for this, though I have the digitized diagram also, but I want to show it to you here, drawing by hand. Okay, these are full breaths will make how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are 0, 6.6, 9, 9.6. So once you understand the diagram, you will be able to solve the question. It's not difficult after that. 7.2, 5.4, and 3 meters. And at the forward bow, there's a appendage by way of the bulbous bow. This will be the water plane in the way of the bulbous bow. Correct, beta? Am I right? And there is also a half station between the first two. There is a half station here, which is 4 meters. Have you understood the diagram, beta? H is 12 meters. This length is 4.5 meters. This area is given as 24 square meters. And the distance of its GC, G1, is 2 meters from here, the forward end. Is the question now clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Guys, is the question clear? Please let me know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, which one is the preferred reference axis? Which one will be the preferred reference axis?
Aft, sir.
Aft.
Sir.
So I draw the aft perpendicular. Now I have two areas. One is this area A2, other is area A1, the bulbous bow. Area 1 is already given to me. I don't need to do anything. But look at the diagram. Can you tell me what will be D1 from after perpendicular, beta? Look at the diagram, use your common sense, common mathematics. Find the total length, subtract 2 meters from there, and you will get the distance of this G1. This distance is what I'm asking, guys. I'm asking you this distance, right? Up to
12
G1.
meters, sir.
Sorry?
86.
12 meters.
Yes, sir. 86.
12 meter is
Okay, sir.
common interval, bete.
86.
I'm asking the distance of G1 from after perpendicular D1 AP. That is not H. Samjhe? 86 is one answer.
Sir, 86.5.
Sir, 86.5.
Okay, very
86.5.
good. 86.5. 86.5 is correct answer. Why? You have, let me take the pointer. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 common intervals. That means that will make a length of 12 into 7. How much? 84?
84.
84 plus 4.5 will be 88.5. 88.5 minus 2 will be 86.5 meters. Correct, beta? Somebody who said 12 meters, is it clear, beta? Or you still have any doubt?
Clear, sir.
Okay, fine. So you have A1, you have D1 from AP. For this area, you all know how to apply the Simpson's rules. First, check out whether half station will be applicable or not. Check and tell me, is half station applicable? Identify the dividing ordinate, see which rule is applicable on both sides.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Rule 1.
Rule 1, we can
Okay.
do it.
So you can all calculate A2 and D2 AP, right, beta? Am I right? By Simpson's rules? Correct? Guys, can you calculate A2 and D2 from AP?
Yes.
Yes or no? Please speak up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, once you get this, you know how to get the final answer. You know how to get answer and you know how to get AF. A will be A1 plus A2. AF will be A1 into D1 AP plus A2 into D2 AP upon A1 plus A2. Am I right, beta? Am I correct? So what was the learning in this question? Learning was some of you may find difficult to visualize how the appendage for the bulbous bow will look. That is the only issue in this question, nothing else. Is that clear? Clear, beta?
सर डायग्राम समझ नहीं आ रहा सर.
तो बेटा जो डायग्राम सब जा रहा था तो कहाँ गए थे तुम? हुनर?
मैं तो
Have you just joined in?
नहीं सर, मैं तो पूरा सुना सर.
So what did I tell you in the beginning? Can you tell me when I was explaining the diagram? तो
आपने
उस टाइम
सर
क्यों? Can I ask you why you did not speak then?
सर I didn't want to interrupt you, that's why.
Why? तो डायग्राम पे तो आगे का क्वेश्चन कैसे समझोगे जब डायग्राम नहीं समझी तो?
आपकी तो समझ आया सर, डायग्राम में थोड़ा इशू हो
तो
रहा.
फिर रट लो इसको और क्या करूं मैं तुम्हारे को क्या कहूं? तुम जब पूछना ही नहीं चाहते सही जगह पे and you want to reinvent the full wheel from beginning, then there is a problem with you, not with me. What did I explain in the beginning? Tell me.
सर बल्बस पाओ और अपने वाटर लेवल से
What did I say? What did I say? Can you repeat those words? What did I say exactly? How do you have to visualize it? Can you repeat that? Hunar? तुम नहीं थे क्लास में.
सर मैं क्लास में था सर, झूठ
So
थोड़ी बोल.
then repeat. Then you're not listening to me. As far as I'm concerned, you're not in the class here. If you can't say, how did I tell you to visualize the water plane? Repeat what I said. Did I mention something about anchor stations? Hunar?
Yes sir.
Did I mention anything about anchor stations?
समझ नहीं आया सर आपको.
I'm asking, did I mention anything about anchor stations? Question नहीं समझ में आ रहा मेरा. Did I mention anything about anchor station, Hunar?
I don't know sir.
So were you? That means you're not in the class, no? Then why are you saying I was in the class?
Sir I was in the class. मुझे समझ ही नहीं आया सर.
I'm asking, did I mention anything about anchor station? वो तो हाँ या ना बोलो. Did I mention anything about anchor station? Anchor station word समझते हो?
Yes sir.
Did I mention anything about anchor station?
I don't know sir.
So then what are you listening? Then you are not. You are physically not in the. You may be there, but you're not in the class here.
Yes sir, लास्ट क्वेश्चन का सेकंड पार्ट करते करते टाइम निकल गया तो तब तक स्टार्ट हो
Why
गया.
did I not ask on that slide if anybody is still solving?
Yes sir, आपने पूछा था.
So फिर why didn't you stop me?
हो ही गया था सर, बस वो
नहीं,
कैलकुलेटर
हो ही
में.
जा रहा था. I don't work like this. You know, you have seen me physically in institute also. You are not the one who's connected with me virtually only. Is this the way we work and operate?
No sir, sorry sir.
When I'm ready to give you time to complete the question, you don't want to come and ask for time, and then you want to waste everybody's time. You want the things to be repeated which are already explained. So this is class. This is what happens. You see, somebody claims that he has been listening to me. He's not been listening. And then he'll say, I have a problem in conceptualizing and visualizing the question. Okay, you have understood the diagram. First, calculate the answer first. Get me the answer first, Unar.
Okay sir.
This is a ridiculous way of attending the classes, man.
Sir, my area is not coming right.
A1 plus A2 616.4 meters square.
Did you get this 616.4 beta?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no?
Already good. Yes.
Okay. And somebody who did not get the answer, just wait for a while. I have the digitized one. I don't want to just feed. That's why I intentionally avoided it. Okay. Who's it? Whose area did not match? Beta, कौन था? Who was that?
सर मेरा था बट मुझे लगा कि वो पहले वाले पार्ट का है बट टोटल तो था नहीं ना वो टोटल 24 ऐड करना था
हाँ, टोटल मिल गया ना? ठीक है. ओके.
हाँ जी हाँ जी
Okay. That is the answer. Visible. This is visible.
ये मैच कर रहा है लेकिन ये एलसीएफ मैच नहीं कर रहा सर।
यानी एलसीएफ नहीं मैच कर रहा, फिर तो आपने कुछ गलती की होगी बेटा. आपने कितना लिया D1 AP बेटा?
D1 सर मेरा
LCF
26.5037।
नहीं, D1 AP,
सर
D1
एलसीएफ
AP.
स्लाइटली ऑफ आ रहा है एकदम।
ऑफ आ रहा है
आना
सर,
नहीं, आना नहीं.
43.558 है।
एक बार आंसर चेक कर लेना नीचे बेटा, या तो तुमने कहीं, अगर सबका हो सकता है मैंने कॉपी करने में गलत किया. Just run down the PDF I've shared and see the answer. Maybe I've copied it wrong here. Quite possible.
सर मतलब ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है, 43.090 आ रहा है मेरा वो
Well, the
91
090 is okay. 090 is a rounding off. Okay. Okay. Okay, Hunar and others who have not understood how the appendage will look. Can you see this bulbous bow of the ship partly immersed? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir. Yes, sir.
So if you see what will be the water plane here in the way of the bulbous bow, और ये पीछे जाके ऐसे नैरो हो जाएगा, bulbous bow नैरो हो जाता है पीछे,
Yes, sir.
तो इसको 90 डिग्री घुमाओगे तो कैसे बन जाएगा? ये ऐसे बनेगा bulbous bow. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
इस डायग्राम को अगर तुम 90 डिग्री घुमा दोगे तो ये बन जाएगी.
Yes,
And
sir.
this is what we made here. Understood now?
हाँ जी सर, आ रहा है।
I hope those who had any doubt, then is it clear with this picture, beta? With this image, it is okay. What do we mean by the water plane area in the way of the bulbous bow? Correct?
आंसर इज एग्जैक्टली सेम सर 43.09
Okay, I have the digitized one here. Yeah. Tension na lo, ye lo. See where the difference lies. Now you'll know.
आ गया सर आंसर।
अब देखो भाई किसका कहाँ आंसर मैच नहीं कर रहा. Why your answer was not matching? Those who were not getting it, tell me where were you missing out? I have the calculation here. Where was the issue, beta?
हाँ सर, वो कैलकुलेटर मिस्टेक।
Calculator mistake. Okay. This
हो
is
गया,
a
ठीक
new
है सर।
fashion.
सर वो
This
सही
is a this is a new
LCF
this is a new fashion. People say computer error, calculator error, but they don't call it as the error of the operator, right? And भाई?
नहीं सर, वो LCF 1 को 3 डिजिट तक नहीं लिया था, 41.33
Okay.
लिखा।
No. So calculator का नहीं हुआ, operator का error हुआ ना बेटे. Machine is in your hands. Okay. So any wrong thing which the machine gives you as output is your responsibility. MMD will not give you credit just because you say my calculator did not work correctly that day. So anyway, everybody's done with this question. This was the question I wanted to discuss. That's why I've digitized it so that there are no discrepancies. जिनका LCF out जा रहा था, पता चल गया कहाँ out था बेटा? 3 decimal place या 2 decimal place या rounding off जो भी है, the solution is in front of you. Correct? Right, guys?
हाँ जी सर।
Okay.
यस सर।
Let's go to the next one. Anybody who wants to take a screenshot can take. I don't think you need it anymore. But if you want, you can
One
take
minute,
it.
sir, 1 minute.
If you want, you can take it. Okay. Sure. Let's go to the next question. Question number 13. Now here I would explain to you. Now what has he given are the transverse cross-sectional areas of the lower hold. Okay. Now guys, all this while, the orientation of the given area has been changed. All this while, the areas that were given were parallel to water line, whether it was the tank top area you calculated or was to be calculated, or it was the water plane area which was given, or it is integration of the water plane areas, which were all the areas that you dealt with until now were either, as far as volume was concerned, when it came to getting the volume, the water plane areas which were horizontal. Yes, you used a vertical bulkhead, but that was only to deal with the bulkhead. Now, what is he saying here? The transverse cross-sectional areas of a lower hold 21-meter long at equal intervals from forward are 120, 116, 101, and 80. Find the volume of the hold and the distance of its GC from the after end of the hold beta. It's not the after end of the ship, right? After end of the hold. Okay. Now, guys, have you ever seen in these marbles or tiles, if you put one above the other flat, or you put the pages of your book flat one above the other, then the integration of those areas results into volume, correct beta? And you have solved so many questions involving such water plane areas. Now, you must have been to the marble shop. How do they stack marble usually? Marble is stacked with the slabs vertical against a support. Am I right, beta? Yes or no? Have you
Yes,
been to?
yes,
Now,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So if you just imagine that the thickness of the marble is negligible, then each water plane, each marble has an area. And when all these areas are put against the wall or the support, they again result into volume. So here, how the areas have been added? Areas were vertical and they have been added together. Again, it will result into volume. So I hope you understand what is he trying to say. What is a cross-sectional, transverse cross-sectional area? Guys, if you've not worked on a cargo ship, don't worry. This hold is like your cargo tank, okay? Especially single hull. Double hull, of course, has a rectangular cargo hold. If you're talking of double hull, then think yourself in a side tank, side ballast tank, okay? You see, the hold is like this. It is from side to side. If you see, look at the bulkhead, one of the bulkheads, it will be like this. Then there will be length of the bulk hold. Then there will be the forward bulkhead of the hold. And So whatever is the area of this bulkhead is here. This is the transverse cross-sectional area at this particular station. Whatever will be the area of this bulkhead here, that will be the cross-sectional area at that station. Now he says there are 4 of them. So if you can, if that means if you need a cross-sectional area here, a cross-sectional area here. Now you'll say, how do I get it? Imagine you have a bulkhead there, imaginary bulkhead. Whatever is the area of that imaginary bulkhead is, that will be the transverse cross-sectional area. So like at A, the transverse cross-sectional area is given. You can see the bulkhead physically. At B, you can see the bulkhead physically, the other end of the hold. In between C and D, just imagine you have an imaginary bulkhead there, and whatever is the area of the bulkhead will be the transverse cross-sectional area at C and D. Am I clear, beta? Yes or no? Correct? So now if you integrate these areas, will it not result into volume again? It will result into volume again. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So it will again result into volume. So what has happened? Orientation has changed. Now you see, what I have made is a 3D diagram. Ship is a 3-dimensional body. On a paper, I'll make a 2-dimensional diagram. So how do I represent it? I can represent it in different ways, because sometimes you can use a plan view, sometimes you can use a cross-sectional view, sometimes you can use a side elevation. Same thing can be represented in more than one view. Now, which one I would prefer, and I'll give you the reason. So different people can use different views. I have nothing against it. To me, the best thing would be the side view. So now when this bulkhead, you look from the side, what will you see this bulkhead as? You'll see this bulkhead as a straight line. Am I right, beta? Correct? Am I right, beta? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Like the water plane areas, like in the ship, water plane areas, you could see them as straight line like this. The transverse bulkhead will be seen as a straight. You draw them like this, no? When you draw the holes, 1, 2, 3, this is how you draw them. Yes or no? Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
yes, sir.
I would prefer this diagram because it makes the question more relevant. But the problem is the deck is straight, keel is straight, then all the lengths will become same. Then how do I reflect to myself these changing cross-sectional areas? These areas are not changing. These areas, guys, are not changing because of the height of the deck or the from the keel. These areas are changing because of the flare of the ship. Somewhere where the flare is more, area will be less. Where you have a parallel body, the area will be more. So the area is actually not changing because of change in height. It is changing because of the change in curvature. And I cannot show the curvature in the side elevation. Do you see the limitation, beta? Yes or no? Okay. So what I'll do is I'll keep my deck straight, horizontal. I'll change the length of these cross-sectional areas depending on the value. Like 120 will be the maximum, 80 will be minimum of the given ones. And then I know the keel is not curved, but just to make my diagram relevant to the question, I'm curving the keel just to make the diagram relevant to the question. Am I clear, beta? So that the different cross-sectional area values become more prominent in my diagram. So this line now represents a cross-sectional area of 120 square meters. This represents cross-sectional area of 116. This represents 101, and this represents 80. Have you understood what am I trying to say, beta? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Guys, anybody has Onar, any issues about understanding this?
नो
Tell
सर,
me.
आ गया समझ.
Okay. Now, if you integrate these areas, you will get the volume. Am I right, beta? Yes or no? You'll get the volume, correct?
Yes, yes sir.
Yes, sir.
The length of the hold is given as 21 meters. So what will be h, guys? Look at the diagram and tell me.
7.
7 meters. It is 21 by 3 equal to 7, and rule 2 will be applicable. So it has nothing to do with the complexity of the question. It has just got to do with the change of orientation. The area orientation has been changed. And if you are convinced with this, then this question is done basically. Anybody has any questions on visualizing this question, this diagram that I have given you?
सर बस जो
Uh,
जिसका एरिया ज्यादा है उसकी लेंथ हम ज्यादा
so that the diagram remains relevant. I'm using the length as a
that breadth is
representation of
constant.
the value, right?
Yes.
Therefore, I'm curving the keel. I agree with you that if I see from the side, all the bulkheads will have the same height, unless the bulkhead comes somewhere here. The bulkheads will have the same height, but the area will keep changing because somewhere the ship may be like this. So area of the bulkhead will be like this. Somewhere the ship may be like this. Area will reduce, correct, beta? So the area will keep changing depending on the position where you are taking the area. Somewhere you'll have more flare, somewhere the ship will be full bodied. But since we have to use a two-dimensional diagram, I personally feel this is better. But some people try to have a plan view. Well, I said 3D-dimensional body can be represented in different views in a 2D diagram. But you will find in the next question also, you'll find this diagram making the things much easier. So
यस सर.
my
सर एक क्वेश्चन था सर, बस छोटा सा कि ये जो सर हम प्लान ये क्रॉस सेक्शनल व्यू देख रहे हैं सर, ये साइड में क्रॉस सेक्शनल है ना सर शिप का सर?
क्रॉस सेक्शनल मतलब तुम जहां भी जहाज को काटो, जैसे तुम यू वर्क ऑन टैंकर्स और ड्राई कार्गो शिप.
सर टैंकर सर.
Imagine yourself in the cargo tank, okay?
यस सर.
Then face the forward bulkhead. Whatever is the area of the forward bulkhead is the cross-sectional area at that particular point, right?
यस सर. यस सर.
Okay, and whatever is the shape of the forward bulkhead, that is the shape of the cross-sectional area there, right?
यस सर. यस सर. ओके
सर बट फर्स्ट डायग्राम जो हमने बनाया है सर, वो अगर बनाए तो गलत तो नहीं कंसिडर होगा सर वो एग्जाम में?
बना नहीं पाओगे 3D बेटा. 3D was for explanation. You will get stuck by yourself. In this also, how will you show? Then you will have to basically make the deck narrow or something, It will become very confusing.
Yes sir.
Okay, so stay clear of it. Keep it two-dimensional only. Three-dimensional, you will get stuck. And suppose in the next question, you will have 10 ordinates. Here you may still be comfortable that it's okay, only 4 ordinates. Tomorrow you'll have 10 ordinates, then how? Then again there'll be more confusion. Am I right?
Yes sir.
Then if there is a underwater cross-sectional area, then the water line will be here. Then again there will be a problem. How will you show it? So my suggestion is stay clear of it. But you want to go with a 3D, it's up to you. I can't call it right or wrong as long as the diagram is relevant, right?
Yes sir.
So guys, can you now let me make the diagram and can you please complete this question then?
2233.87.
Yeah, answer is there on display, beta. Here. So the diagram will be this. One end is more, other end is less. There are
सर
two
इसका
more.
व्यू टॉप से बनाए तो ज्यादा सिंपल नहीं रहेगा सर?
बेटा आप बना लो अगर आपको सिंपल लगता है तो.
ओके.
As long as I said that it can be represented in different views. If you find that easier, somehow I found it more relevant. But there is absolutely nothing I can say on that. It's personal choice, right? So there is nothing, इसमें कोई गलत नहीं होगा अगर तुमने सही बनाया तो, ठीक है. He wants the GC from the after end. After end is which one? These are from forward. This is the aft end. And now don't call it as after perpendicular. You can call it as XX or YY. Why? Because this need not be the after end of the ship. This can be a forward hold also, right? So we can't call it as after perpendicular. We'll call it as the aft end of the hold. You can represent as XX, YY, ZZ, whatever you want to represent it as. Guys, can you please complete and match the answers now?
Yes, sir. It's matching.
Okay.
So matching, sir.
Okay. Let everybody do it. Okay, guys. Anybody still doing this question? Let me know. Gunnar, हो गया? I hope you're not stuck in this question and then lag behind.
नहीं सर आंसर मैच कर गए हो गया सर.
Thank God. Okay, guys. Now, how does this question differ from the previous one? Here again, there are transverse cross-sectional areas, but they are of the underwater portion. And the same thing is also called as underwater cross-sectional areas. So in the previous question, we are talking of the full cross-sectional area, right? But if the ship is floating at this water line, in this question, we are only talking of this area. Have you understood the difference of this question compared to the previous one? Is that clear, beta?
सर ये इसमें ऐसा क्यों किया सर?
दिया है उसने, किया क्यों है? आगे क्वेश्चन पढ़ोगे तो समझ जाओगे क्यों दिया है. If you integrated the full cross-sectional area, it gave you the full volume. But if you integrate, guys, the underwater cross-sectional area, which volume will you get?
Underwater volume.
Underwater volume. Understood? So if somebody wants to calculate underwater volume, then you can't use the full cross-sectional area. You have to use the underwater cross-sectional area, right? And this is required to calculate the LCB of the ship. Okay. Once I make, firstly, have you understood what is underwater cross-sectional area, class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'll make the diagram and then you'll understand. And now those who are saying, can we make the plan view? I said, okay, you can make it. But now probably they will see more sense in what I was saying in using the diagram that I suggested. Okay. But anyway, if you can find a way to that also, you can keep following, no problem. The transverse cross-sectional areas of ship underwater portion 90-meter long are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The last given area, that is 4.5 square meters, is at the after perpendicular. The spacing between the last three is half. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Effectively, 10 spaces. Okay, it's so let us say this is at the forward end. Then it is 4.5 meters at the after end. Then it becomes more in between, like this. I know somebody may say, why are you curving the keel? We don't have ships like this. I agree with you, but this is the best view I could think of. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then between 4.5 and this, there is a half station. Now these lines represent the full cross-sectional area, right? But what is given to us is not the full cross-sectional area. what is given to us is the underwater cross-sectional area. So in this diagram, I can superimpose a water line right like this. And now you will understand why I was telling you to do this diagram. Now, what is given to us? Let me use a blue line. So it is an understanding of the question. Solution is not an issue. These are the areas which are given,
Sir?
which I am highlight. Yes, tell me.
सर एक और हाफ स्टेशन नहीं आएगा नेक्स्ट वाले में बिटवीन द लास्ट 3 बॉलर्स ने
तो लास्ट 3 हो गए ना बेटा.
लास्ट 3 नॉर्मल वाले मतलब जो फुल स्टेशन है उसके बीच में
अरे लास्ट 3 कौन कौन से? 14.2, 8.1 and 4.5. Correct in the given list.
अच्छा ठीक समझ गया ओके
Whatever I am shading in blue, those are the areas given to you. Have you understood now the question better, better?
यस सर
It is 0.5 here, 22.9 here, 49 here, 73.5 here, 88.5 here, 83 here, 58.6 here, 31.8 here, 14.2 here, 8.1 here, and 4.5 here. Guys, now somebody was saying the plan view, you will be handicapped on this, then you'll have to show the water plan view at the water line. Okay, but you can still do it that way, but then you'll have to draw the plan view at the water level, right? Understood?
Yes, sir. वैसे ही बनाया था मैंने.
ठीक है. As long as you don't get confused and don't mess it up, it's okay. What will happen in the plan view? Now your areas will come like this. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you can get the volume. Now, firstly, is the half station concept applicable? Please count.
Yes, sir. Applicable, sir.
Rule one. So we'll apply the half station concept. How many full? What will be the common interval, beta?
10 meters.
10
90. So count the number of full intervals. Count the number of full. Hunar, how many full intervals are there?
No, sir, 9.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So H is 90 by 9, that is 10. Okay. Now, guys, you can get, when you integrate these blue areas, you will obviously get this volume. Am I right, Vita? Correct?
Yes, sir.
And multiplied by the density, you will get the displacement. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Correct, sir.
Now, he says LCB or AB. LCB or AB is given from after perpendicular. And in the ship, the last given is at the after perpendicular. This is the after perpendicular here. You can take the moment. So now you'll get the moment of the volume about which axis? You'll get it about after perpendicular.
Perpendicular.
And if you get the moment about after perpendicular, you'll get the distance of the centroid from after perpendicular. And the centroid of the from after perpendicular of the volume of buoyancy is your LCB. I hope the question is now clear to everybody, guys.
Yes, sir.
It's understanding of the question which is more important than the solution. Solution will follow if the question is understood. If you're struggling with the question, you will have problems with the solution. Please let me know if anybody has any issues. Clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can make the water plane area diagram plan view also. There is absolutely nothing wrong with it. Okay. Okay. So please solve it and see that the answers are matched. Please solve it by 3 half station concept and let me know when the answers are matched. Once you are completed, I'll show the answers. SOPs are already on display. Here is the table and the answers also on display, beta. Let me know once everybody is done, beta, if you could match the answers.
Displacements are 4363.9.
It's on display, yes, correct, beta. Okay, guys, anybody still solving? Let me know. Or shall we go to the next
Yes, sir.
question? Okay,
It's still
solving. Let me
solving.
let me
Yes,
know
sir.
once do it. Let me know, beta. Okay.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, good. Anybody else who wants me to wait more, guys? Then. Okay, beta. Now we come to the last question involving rule 1 and 2. Okay. Here is the question with the answer on display. First, I'll explain to you and then I'll show you. The after bulkhead of a starboard slop tank of a tanker is 6 meters high. It is bound on top by a horizontal deck towards midship by a vertical fore and aft bulkhead, and on starboard side by the shell plating. The breadths of this bulkhead at equal intervals are given on the question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Find the area of this bulkhead and the distances of its GC from bottom as well as from the inner boundary. So he doesn't want only from one reference this time. He wants from two references so that it can be actually identified. You can pinpoint the GC. Okay. Now, guys, again, visualization of the bulkhead. You don't have to worry about, I've never seen a tanker. How does the slop tank bulkhead look like? Guys, any bulkhead is a bulkhead. Some of you may have, many of you may have sailed on the tankers. Good. Those who have not sailed on tankers, imagine yourself in any of the cargo spaces, especially towards the after end of the ship, say the after cargo space, and then visualize, have a look at face the aft bulkhead, and then imagine the bulkhead up to the center line of the ship, not the full bulkhead, not from side to side. If you visualize the full bulkhead will look like this. On top, it will be bound by deck. On sides, it will be bound by the shells plating. And at the bottom, it will be bound by the keel or the tank top, whatever the case may be. This will be the full bulkhead. I'm not saying visualize the full bulkhead. Visualize half the bulkhead here, right? This is the bulkhead he's talking about. Am I right, beta? Clear? It's bound by the deck on top, a fore and aft bulkhead in the inboard side, and the shell plating on the outboard side. Understood how the bulkhead will look like? Is that clear, beta? That's, you don't have to make the unshaded part. You have to make only the shaded part. Is it clear? Bolo bhai?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
It's bound on top by the deck. So this is the deck. It's bound on the inboard side by a fore and aft bulkhead. And it's bound on the outboard side by the shell plating. And this is the bulkhead he's talking about. The tanker, slop tank, these terms don't have any relevance here. We are not talking of cargo work. Okay. I have this question digitized. Now, how many ordinates are there before we go there? How many ordinates are there? 1, 2, 3,
Six ordinates.
4, 5, 6 ordinates. Is any one of the rules applicable?
No, sir.
We need to apply two rules, sir.
Okay, so combination of 1 and 2. Somebody may say, I'll apply rule 1 here and rule 2 here. Other person may say, no, I'll apply rule 1 here and rule 2 here. Both will be correct. Answers will be different. No worries. Second thing. Guys, if you need the distance of the GC from the bottom, then which is the axis about which you need the moments?
From keel.
From keel. Very good. So that part all of you know. If you want also the GC from the inboard bulkhead, then you will need moments about which axis?
On forward of bulkhead.
This bulkhead, right? This inner
Right, the
side, right,
forward
beta?
bulkhead. Yeah.
Center
Right.
bulkhead, sir.
Yeah, XX, whatever it is, right? Correct.
Center line.
Very good. That fore and aft bulkhead, right? It may not be exactly center line. Usually slop tanks are. Okay, now it's okay. So XX. So basically, you will have to get the moments about two axes. Okay. Now let me clear it and show you the digitized diagram. And if you're not understand, so it's again this is one of the best questions of the exercise. It contains everything that you've learned until now, except the half station. Except half station, everything will come in here. So here is you see the bulkhead coming up. Now you can have the fore and aft bulkhead to left or right, doesn't matter. That's up to you, because whether you're viewing it from forward or aft, that will change the orientation. So don't worry about that. If somebody has put the center line, this 4.5 bulkhead to the left and the curved part to right, it's okay, don't change it. These are the ordinates which are given to us. 3 meters, 3.15, 2.85, 2.1, 1.1, and 0. Right, guys? Agreed? Okay. Now, we have to basically divide it into two parts. Now, you can choose whichever option, rule 1 down, rule 2 up, or rule 1 up and rule 2 down, whichever way. I have taken this breakup to match the answer. The answer which is given on the slide here is based on this combination. If you change the combination, the answer will change. That's all it will happen, nothing else. So I have taken rule 2 down below, rule 1 on top. Okay. And this is the answer in the book also. So the book would have done by this combination. Now, guys, you know how to calculate. So now we'll need two x's. One at the bottom, I have called it as xx, and one on the inner side yy. Am I right, beta? Am I right? Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So what do you need to get? You need to calculate a1. You need to calculate d1 from xx. You need to calculate d1 from
Why?
yy. Right? Likewise, you will need to calculate a2, d2 from xx, and d2 from yy. Once you get these 6 things, then you can close the question. Total area will be a1 plus a2, dxx, not d1xx, dxx will be equal to a1 into d1xx plus a2 into d2xx upon a1 plus a2. Similarly, you can get dyy a1 into d1yy. I'm sure by now everybody understands it, why we are doing it. If anybody has a doubt, can clarify. I'm sure the last step, all of you are comfortable, you can perform. We have done it so many times in the past. Yes or no, beta? Yes or no? Clear, guys? Okay. First, I make this table for area 1. Guys, the table that is made, what can this table give you? What result can you get if you complete this table? What can it give you? Look at the table and tell me, what all will it give you?
Area A1 and DX11.
D1XX
Yes,
is
sir.
what you'll get. Correct, beta? Yes or no?
Correct. Yes, sir.
We are yet to get D1YY,
YY.
for which you will have to take livers from YY. So we make D1YY, liver about YY, and POM1 about YY. See why the excess clarification. Every time you can't write POM. Which POM then? About which axis? One POM is about XX, other POM is about YY. Correct, beta? Am I right?
Yes, right, sir.
Yes.
Okay. How did you get? Okay, let me number these columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. How did you get the fifth column? Which all things? Which columns did you multiply to get the fifth one?
PO 3 into 4.
3 into 4. Okay. They have been numbered to just make things easy. Then, if this is 6, now tell me how will I get column 7? Which ones will I multiply?
The same 3 into
Half
6.
the ordinate, sir.
Sir, POA 1
अरे
plus
number बोल दो ना,
liver.
half the ordinate. You can't look at the screen and tell me in straight language.
Area into liver, the 3 into 6.
Okay, I don't know what half ordinate is he saying. Something he was trying. I'm asking how will you get 7? He's trying to give me the liver. This is the problem you have in orals. You don't even want to listen to the question because you want to answer what you know. Okay,
Sir, 3 into
7 will
6.
be 3 into 6. Does everybody agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, now coming to the question which was answered by my friend. All of you know how will you take livers about xx, correct? What will be the liver of 0 ordinate from xx?
0.
0h,
Yes, sir.
1h, 2h,
2h, 3h.
3h, 4h, and 5h, right? Correct, beta? We'll take these livers. From YY, go back to the first class of Simpson's rules. What is the liver? It is the perpendicular distance of the midpoint from the reference axis. So what will be the liver of 3 meters, for example?
1.5.
Oh,
It will be
1.5. Yes, sir.
yes, 3 by 2.
1.5.
3 by 2, right? Don't divide.
Right, sir.
Write 3 by 2. Calculator will take care now, right?
Yes.
So see here now. Ordinates written from bottom upwards. Dheeraj, can you mute yourself, beta, please? You unmute when you want to talk to me. Rule 2 will be applicable. 1331. Product of area 1 will be the product of these two. Now, liver about xx. Does everybody agree? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then liver about yy. You see, this we can complete up to this place, no problems. The liver about yy. I'm not going to waste time in dividing. I've just written it like this. Correct, beta?
Yes, sir.
Half the ordinate. Yes or
Yes, sir.
no?
Documents. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So when you multiply on the calculator, column 3 with 6, the divide by 2 will be taken care of. Multiply by the numerator, divide by 2. And you'll directly get the answers here, right? Beta, there'll be no H here now. Does everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Please complete this column table. Complete this table, and like this, complete the other table for area 2, which I don't want to show now. Please complete this table. Complete the table for A2. I don't want to show that. Get the SOPs, and then we close out the question. Then the question can be closed out and see that you're able to match the answers. If you're not able to match the answers, I'll continue showing you. Please do it. If anybody has any clarification, don't wait for the end of the class. You can ask anytime. I'm online. I'm listening to you.
सर
Me?
सर वो जो एरिया 2 है हमारा उसको हम मतलब 1.541 नीचे ऐड करके सिम्पसन मल्टीप्लायर से साथ में नहीं कर
क्या
सकते
क्या
जैसे 1331 है तो
हाँ,
उसमें लास्ट वाला जो है वो 1.54 और नेक्स्ट 4 और फिर 31 ये नहीं कर सकते सर
क्या कहना चाह रहे हो? मुझे समझ में नहीं आया तुम्हारा
सर अब
अभी
मैं
किए जब 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 कॉम्बिन एक मिनट क्वेश्चन 6 में हमने कॉम्बिनेशन यूज किया था. डिड वी डू दैट? क्वेश्चन
नहीं सर
6 में हमने
मेरे को खुद
नहीं
ही
की.
डाउट ही क्लियर हो गया सर
दोनों के अलग अलग कोएफिशिएंट होंगे ना भाई.
यस यस यस
फिर अगर दोनों के अगर एक ही टेबल में करना था तो why two rules? Then it would have become one rule only ना. If the same coefficient is to be used, correct?
यस यस
ठीक है चल. तू ज्यादा दिमाग लगा लेता है कई बार. चल कोई बात नहीं. Keep it working. Don't worry.
कनेक्ट हो रहा है। हाँ, अभी स्टार्ट नहीं हुई है, बस हो गई। नहीं। हाँ, ये तो एक तो 1 घंटे 40 मिनट से चल रही है। चलो।
शुभम म्यूट कर ले, नहीं तो ये महानु को मुझसे गाली सुनेंगे। तो म्यूट कर ले यार, क्यों इसको पिटवा रहा है। Hey guys, I'm showing the table for area 2. Please let me know, is it what you filled up or you filled up something else?
Yes, sir. Same.
Now calculate the answers and match the answers. Area and GCs are given from both the reference axes. From bottom is from XX and from the inner boundary is from YY. Okay, what you can do, guys, it's 10:57. Those who have completed by 11:05, please, or 11:05, please complete the question and take the break. 11:05, we start with rule 3. Okay, beta? 11:05, we'll start with rule 3.
भाई किसी ने एरिया निकाला है क्या? मेरा एरिया गलत आ रहा है।
कितना आ रहा
निकाल
है?
लिया निकाल लिया।
एरिया A1
12.98
कितना आ
एरिया
रहा
12.95 है। एरिया 7.38 है सेकंड का।
है? H कितना लिया है?
तुम
एच
बताओ
1.2।
एच कितना होना
1.2
चाहिए?
1.2
तुमने कितना लिया है?
सर मेरा 1 मैंने कैसे ले लिया?
क्यों लिया? काउंट काउंट आई टोल्ड यू काउंट द इंटरवल्स फिजिकली। बेटा अगर मैं कुछ बता रहा हूँ ना तुम सुन लिया करो।
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
डोंट
Yes.
काउंट द इंटरवल्स फिजिकली भाई।
Hmm.
If I'm telling you something, there's a reason people make mistakes. People at this uh, after so many years, I still physically count and I tell you only what I do, beta. So don't take things for granted, otherwise you'll mess it up, yeah.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir. A1. ठीक है।
Okay, guys, is everybody done with question number 15? It's a good question. It revisits the concept of livers. With liver about YY, the concept of liver has been reinforced, and you now know exactly what is to be done. Is anybody still doing question number 15? Please let me know. If it's a matter of a minute or two, I can wait more. Done?
Sir, one moment, sir.
Okay, let me know once you're done. I'll wait for you.
Yes, sir. Done.
Done. Okay. Anybody else, beta? Sorry, is anybody still doing it? Please reconfirm so that if you want me to wait. No? Okay. Guys, we move on to rule 3 then. We are done with rule 1 and 2, and we have done enough number of questions to give you a complete control. If you make mistakes, it will be carelessness. It shall be out of carelessness. Or maybe sometimes the questions are not correctly worded. Then that the problem is not with you, then the problem is with, unfortunately, with the question. Okay, but we'll deal with that when you come with such questions. Guys, why have we kept rule 3 separately? We have studied rule 1 and 2 together because everything was same between the two rules except the fact that the values were different. Can you mute yourself, Amit? Amit, mute yourself, please. Thank you. So rule 1 and 2 we studied together because the process was exactly the same. Difference was only in the values of Simpson's multiplier, coefficient, applicability criteria. Simpson's rule 3 is in many ways similar to rule 1 and 2, but it has also very distinct differences. Okay. What are the similarities? Let's first deal with what are the similarities in rule 3 compared to rule 1. So similarities between rule 3 and rule 1 and 2 are same terminology. That means coefficient, Simpson's multiplier, common interval. Same terminology. Same last formula. That means result is equal to coefficient into common interval into SOP. Okay. So same terminology, same last formula, last step is same as 1 and 2. Okay. What are the starking differences? Differences are it has only one specific applicability criteria, only one, nothing like minimum and more and thereafter and thereafter. Secondly, what is very important here is care to be exercised in allocation of, you cannot be as free as rule 1 and 2. You have to be careful when you allocate or assign allocation or assignment of Simpson's multiplier. You need to be very, very careful. You can't randomly apply. We'll discuss how to allocate them. But what I'm trying to highlight here is there we said right from left, right, and top, bottom, whichever way you want, and keep writing the multipliers, and everything will fall in place. Why it was falling in place there was because if you see rule 1, 1, 4, 1, it was symmetrical about the middle one. 1, 3, 3, 1, it was symmetrical about the mid. So you could allocate them either way and it did not cause any concern. It will not be the case with rule 3. So rule 3, when it comes to allocation of Simpson's multipliers, you need to be careful. And the most important difference is for moments, concept of lever does not apply. And how do we get the moments? We'll learn that. Are the differences clear, beta? That is why this rule was not studied with rule 1 and 2. Understood? For the differences, it was not studied together. Understood, beta? I'll be clearing the screen if anybody wants to take down the screenshot or something. If you want, it's not necessary to take it. Are the similarities and differences clear, beta? Class, clear, beta?
हाँ जी सर, clear.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the concept of levers will not be applicable when you use rule 3. I'm clearing this slide. Now, when is rule 3 applicable? Rule 3 is applicable only in case of 3 ordinates. Nothing less, nothing more. But you will say 141 was applicable. Yes, 141 was applicable when the full area or the full volume was to be calculated. If this is y1, this is y2, this is y3, the spacing is from an interval h. Obviously, if we had to calculate the full area, then we were to use the Simpson's rule 1. But if you want to calculate one part of it, this one, or you want to calculate the upper half only, in this case, rule 3 will be applicable. Is that clear, beta? Am I clear? If you want to calculate area between y1 and y2 or y2 and y3, rule 3 will be applicable. Is that clear, beta? Is the applicability criteria for rule 3 clear, guys? Yes or no?
Clear, sir.
Okay. Now, since there are 3 ordinates, there will be 3 multipliers. Okay. So if there are number of 3 ordinates is 3, so number of ordinates is 3. Number of Simpson's multipliers would also be 3. What are they? They are 5, 8, and -1. And therefore, this rule is also referred to as 5, 8, -1 rule. And now what you will see about the mid, on one side you have 5 as multiplier, other side you have -1. So if you will not get the same answers if you just randomly if you apply 5 and -1 and you change the order, the answer would change. So therefore, it was written on the previous slide that you need to be careful and cautious in assignment of multipliers. If you assign them wrongly, your answer will come wrong. Okay, then how do we assign them? Guys, as you can see the order of the Simpson's multiplier, obviously 8 will be assigned to the middle ordinate. There is no doubt about 8. 8 will be assigned here. 5 will be assigned to the ordinate which binds the area or volume of interest. Interest means the one which has to be calculated. So 5 will be allocated to the ordinate which binds or which contains the area or volume of interest. In diagram A, which ordinate contains the area of interest beta besides y2?
Y1.
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 So for diagram to the left, the multipliers will be assigned like this. Needless to say, If you have to calculate the area between y2 and y3 in diagram B, the multipliers will be assigned like this. Am I clear about assignment of multipliers, guys? Am I clear?
Clear, sir, clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So be careful. You can write them y1, y2, y3 or y3, y2, y1, whichever way you want. But make sure the assignment of multipliers is carefully done. So usually what I prefer, it's only a preference, not mandatory, that I start with, if I have to write ordinates for the first diagram, I will write them as y1, y2, y3 so that I don't have to change the order. It's 5, 8, minus 1. If I have to write the ordinates for the right diagram, I'll write y3, y2, y1. But if you reverse the thing, as long as the allocation or assignment of multipliers is in correct order, no harm done. Am I clear, beta? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Then, what is the Simpson's coefficient for rule 3? Simpson's coefficient for rule 3 is 1 by 12. Simpson's coefficient for rule 3 is 1 by 12. As I said, the terminology is same. And the last step that can then be executed. I hope rule 3 application is clear, guys, before we move on to the numericals as far as this thing is concerned, but I'll also deal with the moments also before we go to questions. Is this explanation to the left of blue vertical line clear, beta, or anybody has any questions? Okay, now we said concept of lever does not apply as far as moment is concerned. Now, if you want the geometric center of these areas that we are calculating or the volume that we may calculate, we will need moment. Now, to calculate the moment, we use another rule altogether different. So to calculate moment, when you are using rule 3, we use a rule which is called as 310 minus 1 rule. And as the name suggests, if rule 3 is called 5, 8 minus 1, then what are 310 minus 1? They are the multipliers. Okay. I'm sure this rule must have been worked out after the Simpson's rules were derived by Simpson's. Therefore, this 310 minus 1 rule, which has the same characteristics as of Simpson's rules, but is not called as a Simpson's rules because it must not have been derived by Simpson's. Okay, that's the only reason. So usually 310 minus 1 rule, our application is similar. Only thing is it's not called as Simpson's rule. So if somebody asks you how many rules are there, Simpson's rules, you'll say 3, 1, 2, 3. 310 minus 1, its application is for moments. Application is similar to Simpson's rules, but it is not called as a Simpson's rule. So what is 310 minus 1? They will be multipliers. And usually when we make the table, I know it's not a Simpson's rule, but usually when we make a table, we just keep writing SM only. So don't unnecessarily bother yourself, sir, it is not Simpson's rules. Why are you writing SM? In flow of things, we write SM, okay? But definitely it is not a Simpson's rule. Am I clear, beta? Yes or no? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Now, like 5,
Yes,
8
sir.
minus, like 5, 8 minus 1, 310 minus 1 is also not symmetrical about 10. On one side you have 3, on the other side you have 10. So obviously assignment of these multipliers also has to be carefully done. How do you assign these multipliers when you have to calculate the moment? When you calculate the moment, then the ordinate which was assigned multiplier 5 will be given. So obviously the middle one will be assigned 3 and 3. Sorry, my mistake. Sorry, guys. My mistake. Sorry. Just 10. Okay. Where will to which one will 3 be assigned? 3 will be assigned to the one which was assigned 5 earlier. So that means in the left diagram, it will be 3, 10, minus 1. In the right diagram, it will be 3, 10, minus 1. Am I clear, beta?
सर राइट डायग्राम आई थिंक
Why? अच्छा उल्टा कर दिया मैंने, सॉरी, अच्छा हुआ तूने मेरे को बता दिया. Sorry, sorry, my mistake. Sorry, 3, 10, minus 1. 5 was given to the upper one. Thank you for pointing out. It will be 3, 10, minus 1. Okay, guys, is the assignment of multipliers for 3, 10, minus 1 clear? Clear, beta?
यस
Now,
Yes.
what will be the coefficient for 3, 10, minus 1? We don't call it a Simpson's coefficient, but it is coefficient for this. It is h by 24. Coefficient is h by 24. So final step will be coefficient into common interval. So in some books you may find h square by 24 written there straight. So what will happen when you put the formula coefficient h by 24 into common interval h, that becomes h square by 24, right guys? Yes or no? So I would say coefficient is h by 24. Now one thing which none of you have asked me, I would have really loved to hear from you. When you say moment word is incomplete. What is missing in my word moment? So until now, moment of which axis?
Moment
Area is
which
shaded.
axis?
Area is shaded. About which axis? Because moment without axis is meaningless. Guys, in rule 1 and 2, you had the liberty to choose the axis. You could decide which axis you'll take, and levers were taken from that axis. In 310 minus 1, you do not have a choice of the axis. When you use 310 minus 1 and apply the way they are given, by default, your moment will come about the axis which is passing through the ordinate, which is given the multiplier 3. That means in the left diagram, I'll get the moment about this axis. In the right diagram, I'll get the moment about this axis. You cannot change the axis at this stage of the working. By default, the moment will come about that very axis. If the question wants answer from some other axis, you'll have to make the adjustments after getting the calculating and give the answer from the required axis as per the question. You cannot change the axis. You cannot say, okay, it is required from bottom in right side diagram. Say the right diagram, if it is required from bottom, you cannot calculate it from bottom. First, you will get it from top, and then you will get it from bottom by adding, subtracting. Likewise, in the left diagram, if somebody says, what is the distance of the geometric center of area A1 from top, you can't directly take axis at top and calculate. Am I clear? The axis will be by default. You cannot change the axis during the working. After you get the results, you can amend your results to suit the required axis. Am I clear about it also, beta? Yes or no? Guys, any questions on the choice of axis for 310 minus 1?
No, sir.
And now, you see, some of you were asking me, can I divide the SOP moment by SOP area or SOP volume? My apprehension was when it comes to rule 3. In rule 3, the coefficient of the two are different, so you can't divide the product of moments. You can't divide the product of moments. There will be a separate table for moments, there will be a separate table for area, but you can't divide because the coefficient for the two are different. In one case, the coefficient is 1 by 12. In the other case, the coefficient is h by 24. So you can't divide the product of moments. You'll have to divide the moment with area or moment with volume as applicable. Guys, whatever I have said until now, if you have not understood anything, please let me know. It's a very small rule. Calculations will not take time. Only thing is, care has to be exercised. If you cannot be careful, you will definitely mess it up. For sure, you'll mess it up. I wait for your response for next 15 minutes, seconds. If there is none, I'll clear this.
Clear, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay, then we'll go to the questions. I am clearing the screen here. Okay, so you see, rule 3, whatever is there on slides, let me take through. I have already explained it to you. Rule 3 will be applicable to you if you have to calculate this area, or you have to calculate this volume, and likewise for volume also it will apply if you're integrating areas. If y1, y2, y3 become areas, it will get you volume. Now, the multipliers for rule 3 are 5, 8, minus 1. In the left diagram, 5, 8, minus 1 will be assigned like this. In the right diagram, 5, 8, minus 1 will be assigned like this. I hope it's clear to everybody. And Simpson's coefficient will be h by 12. So guys, if you want, you can take a screenshot, but you have understood, then don't unnecessarily keep collecting the material. It will only create confusion. Okay, now we go to 310 minus 1. I've written it Simpson's multiplier. Some you can remove it if you are not happy. But in table, usually we continue writing SM. So these are multipliers because it's not a Simpson's rule. So you can remove the word Simpson's if you want. They are 310 minus 1. How 310 minus 1 is assigned? 310 minus 1 for the left diagram, 310 minus 1 for the right diagram. This will give you moments about which axis. Coefficient h by 24. In the left diagram, you will get the moment of the shaded area about this red axis, and so is in the right diagram, you will get it about the red axis. So axis choice does not lie with you under 310 minus 1. It's an axis by default, and you can't change that if you wish to change. This I have repeated now through the slides. I had explained to you earlier. And now we go to this question. 3 consecutive half breadths of a bulkhead, 6 meters high, starting from bottom are 5, 9, 10. Find the area and the position of the GC of the bottom 3 meters of the bulkhead. Guys, make the diagram, share the area that is required. Please make the diagram. And I'm not going to highlight anything. You read the question as many times as you want. Read the question as many times as you want. And I know in this class, 50 of you are connected with me. I'm the 51st. I'm sure some of you, maybe a couple of you, will still make that mistake. What the mistake I was mentioning was, what is it that you have to do? You have to
Double the breadth.
double the breadths. You have to take the full breadths, right? 10, 18, and 20. And he wants the area of the bottom 3 meters. H is 3 meters, 6 by 2. So he wants this area. Correct, beta? Am I right? Yes or no? Class, is the diagram correct, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we can make the table for area. The assignment will be like this: 5, 8, minus 1. Ordinate, you can write 10, 18, 20, 20, 18, 10. Only thing is be careful about assignment. Can you please in your book first assign the or multipliers? Do that. Ordinate. The next is Simpson's multiplier because this is Simpson's rule for sure. 10 will be assigned 5. So 5, 8, minus 1. This will give you, in this case, the product of area. Please find out the product of area and SOP area, please. What is SOP area? How much is SOP area, beta?
Sir, 174.
Very good. Everybody good with the SOP area, beta? Okay. Now we can find out this area. Area will be equal to coefficient. Coefficient for rule 3 is, recall in your mind only, is 1 by 12 into common interval 3 into SOP area. Can you please calculate the area required?
43.5 meter cube. Meter square.
Here, 1 by 12 into 3 into 174, 43.5 square meters. Is that clear, beta? Everybody is good with the area, or somebody is still working it out? Let me know, because then I'll go to 310 minus 1 application, get the moments, but I want you to complete this first. Now for moment, we'll have to make the table separately. We'll have write the ordinates, and the moment will come about this axis. You can't change it. Fortunately, the result is also required from here. So here, guys, XX has not been chosen because the question said so. XX will be by default, and it's our good luck that XX happens to be the axis also from the question about which the result is required. So that's a coincidence. Okay. But XX would have remained same. This is how 310 minus 1 will be assigned. I have already explained. Ordinate. I have written SM. If you want to write multiplier, it's okay, but usually we write SM only, but you can write multipliers, no problem. 310 minus 1. This will be the product of moment about XX. Now the axis comes into picture in my table with reference to the diagram. Okay, so this is POMXX. Please correct it, no problem. Then we get SOP moment about XX equal to 190. Am I clear, beta? Correct, Pacho?
Yes, sir.
Guys, use your common sense. What will be the unit of moment of area? Moment of area? Moment of area. Area. Then what do you do to get its moment? Put the units together and tell me. Whatever is coming as a first thought, just speak it out. Don't hold it.
Meter cube.
Meter cube.
Meter cube.
Absolutely correct. Area is meter square. Liver will be meter. So unit of moment of area will be meter cube. Exactly the same way, unit of moment of volume will be meter 4. It will be meter 4 because volume is meter cube. Liver will be meter. Unit will be meter 4. So now we apply what is the coefficient h by 24. Common interval h. So you see, it is h by 24 into h into SOP moment, and it comes 71.25 cubic meter. Is that correct, beta?
Yes, sir, correct.
And since the moment is about xx, the distance of GC will also come from xx. dxx will be 71.25 cubic meter divided by 43.5 square meters. And you will get it as 1.638 meters as the answer. Is the calculation part clear, beta, now? Is this question clear, beta? This is question number 18. No, not 18, sorry. Question number 16 of the exercise. Clear? Can we go to the next one if it's okay with everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Here is the next question. You don't have to make a 3D diagram. I've just made it here for the sake of making it. You can make the same 2D diagram. The cross-sectional areas of a coal bunker. Coal bunker is nothing but like a cargo hold here. Bunker means what? A space where the coal is stored. So it's like a cargo hold. The cross-section, so don't get bothered by the terminology. Sometimes, people only get entangled in the terminology and they then start struggling. The cross-sectional areas of a coal bunker at 4 meters interval, H is 4 meters, from forward are given. Find the mass of the coal of stowage factor 4 cubic meters per ton that could be contained between the first, F is missing here, the first two given cross-sectional areas. Now guys, if you remember the question number 13, where cross-sectional areas were used of the cargo hold, we decided to make a diagram like this. Some of you made the plan view, it's okay. So you have 15, you have 42, and you have something like this. So this cross-sectional area is 15, this cross-sectional area is 45, and this cross-sectional area is 42 square meters. He says, find the mass of coal that can be contained between the first two given ordinates. That means how much coal can be contained in this volume, because these are areas. When you'll integrate, you'll get this volume. And when you divide the volume with the stowage factor of the coal, will you get the mass of the coal? Yes or no, beta? Am I right? Correct? If you want to make a 2D diagram, you can make like this. Choice is yours. Clear, beta? Okay. But he wants the distance of the GC from the after bulkhead. And you see, it says from forward, this is the forward end of the bunker, this is the aft end of the bunker. He wants the GC from aft end. He wants GC from here. Let us say YY. But my 310 minus 1 will give me moment about YY, or will it give me moment about XX, beta?
XX, sir.
XX.
So I'll get DXX first, and then I'll subtract from length to give DYY. Correct?
Correct, sir.
Yes or no? For 310 minus 1, my multipliers will be 3, sorry, for 5, 8 minus 1, 5, 8, and minus 1. This will give us volume. Then 3, 10 minus 1 will give us the moment. You can see the calculation here and let me know if there is any concern. I'm sure everybody will be able to make sense out of it. If you're not able to understand any part of it, don't make a 3D diagram. It will only be confusing you. This red axis is meaningless here. It's not, this must have been copied from the previous diagram, so it must have come here. Let me know once you're satisfied and you have understood this question well and you have done it and you are satisfied. Guys, is question number 17 clear? 17.
यस सर
Okay.
सर एक डाउट था सर
Tell me.
सर ये जो हम
डिफरेंट कॉलम बना रहे हैं, अगर कंफर्टेबल है तो सेम कॉलम में लिख सकते हैं सिम्पसन मल्टीप्लायर फॉर मोमेंट।
Beta, do you think that will be more user friendly? You think it will be easier for you? इसमें एक ऑर्डिनेट रिपीट किया है ना, यस और नो?
यस
एक
यस सर,
ऑर्डिनेट
यस सर, ऑर्डिनेट।
या उसके अलावा भी कुछ किया, बाकी तो वहां भी लिखोगे ना।
हाँ सर।
एंड डोंट यू थिंक गलती में गलत कॉलम मल्टीप्लाई कर गए तो क्या होगा?
यस
दैट कैन कॉस्ट यू द क्वेश्चन, करेक्ट?
यस सर, ओके।
गलत वैल्यू कॉलम की मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो क्या होगा? व्हाई यू वांट टू एक्सपोज योरसेल्फ टू ग्रेटर रिस्क्स, राइट?
ओके सर।
कीप द मोमेंट सेपरेट, दैट इज द बेस्ट वे टू डील विद इट। बाकी तो यार उसमें क्या कहना, व्हाटएवर वे यू वांट टू डू इज ओके।
ओके सर।
Guys, can we go to question number 18? Anybody can stop me if he is still doing.
Sir, 1 minute.
Okay, let me know once you're done. Please confirm when you're done.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to the 18th question, which is practically the last question of Simpson's rules. The last two questions don't belong to Simpson's rules. I'll explain those questions also, because if somebody just picks up and puts them, you should not be stranded. But that does not belong to Simpson's rules for sure. Okay, this is done. Now here is the question. The cross-sectional area of a coal bunker. This is
The
the
same
this is what
question है ये.
this is the what we have done. Okay, this is the question. Okay, now. Okay, this is the question. Rework question number 6 of this exercise using Simpson's first rule for first 7 ordinates. So he's changed the configuration. Question is same. He wants you to calculate using combination of rule 1 for first 7 ordinates and rule 3 for the remaining. Compare the answer with what you got earlier is the question. So let me have the question 6 here. You don't have to go back. Question 6 is on display, guys. The half breadths of the tank top. You remember in this we had learned how to use combination of A1, A2, correct, beta? This is the same question. Only thing is he wants you to use a separate combination. Let me make the diagram for you of the tank. We have already made the diagram in question 6, so I'm repeating the same diagram here. And these are the answers as per question number 6, what has come here. So this is the tank top. It has these 6 ordinates. Starting from forward, since they are half breadth, they have been doubled up. धीरज म्यूट किसका अनम्यूट है, म्यूट कर लो प्लीज बेटा. हाँ, thank you. These are the ordinates. Now what is the question saying? That calculate by rule 1 the area bound by first 7 ordinates. So when you start from 6, which is the 7th ordinate, guys? Count.
18.
18. So he wants you to calculate this area. He wants to divide them into this area, correct? A1, this is A1, and that is A2, correct, beta? Yes or no? Right, class?
Yes sir.
For when you apply rule A1, rule 1, can you calculate A1, beta, please? Okay, now let me first load the diagram. If I want to assign the multipliers, that 6 will be assigned what multiplier? Can you start speaking from 6, the multipliers? By rule 1, what will be the multiplier here? Let me use the laser. What will be the multiplier to this one?
1 sir.
Use 1. Next.
3.
Eh?
1
Rule 2.
4.
4. Next. 2.
2.
Next. 4.
4.
Next.
2.
2.
4 1.
2.
Very
4.
good.
1.
And now you can all get this, and you can also, so can you now with this, can you get A1 and D1 from forward? Yes or no?
Yes,
sir.
from the
Yes,
we
sir.
met. Yes.
Because the question says find the geometric center from forward. So D1 from forward can be found and A1 can be found, right?
Correct, sir. Correct, sir.
Now he wants us to use rule 3 for A2. So which three ordinates will be used, guys? Read out the ordinates that will be.
19.2, 18, and
19.2, 18, 17.1.
Very good. Which will be a, so what are the multipliers for rule 3? Just speak out the multipliers.
5, 8 minus 1
5, 8.
from 19.2.
Okay, okay, very good. 5, 8 minus 1 from 19.2. Fantastic. So I'm putting that here. Can you please quickly calculate area? Then we'll come here. Give me area A1. Calculate. चलो मेरे पास values है. Make the table for A1 including the livers and everything. Calculate A1. Please complete. I have the answers for the steps, so you can keep completing it. Don't leave it. Calculate A1. Please calculate area A1 and also calculate D1 from forward. D1 from forward. Area A1 and D1 from forward. I'm showing you the answers so that you can match them and confirm and tell me that you've got these answers.
Got it, sir.
Even D1 from forward you got, better?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Let's wait for others to get it. Anybody, I know you'll not have problems for rule 1 anymore, but if anybody is facing any problems or having any doubts, let me know. Match the answers, guys? Yes or no?
Yes.
A1
Yes.
and D1 forward. Anybody still doing it? Speak up so that I can wait and you don't miss out on the discussion, guys. If you're still doing it,
Yes, sir.
let me know. Okay.
D1 calculating.
Okay, D1 calculating. Let me know once you're finished.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. Now we go to A2. I have already asked you, how will you assign the multipliers? You guys have already answered. It will be 5, 8 minus 1 starting from 19.2. So we apply 5, 8 minus 1. Very good. Can you now calculate A2 and give me the answer, beta? Calculate A2 and give me the answer.
$55.725, sir. 725 meters square.
Okay, you're correct. 55.725. Let others also do.
सर ये मेरा बीच में नेट चला गया था, बस मुझे ये जानना है कि 19.2 पे 5 वाला क्यों अलॉट किया।
अरे भाई, हमने रूल 3 के बाद 3 क्वेश्चन और कर लिए हैं। इतनी देर नेट गया था तुम्हारा यार। कितनी देर नेट गया था भाई? We started at 11:05. It's going to be 12 now. कितनी देर नेट गया था बेटा?
सर 5-7 मिनट ही गया था। मैंने पहले ही क्वेश्चंस तो कर लिए, बट इस वाले में हमें
तो अब इसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम हो रही है अगर पहले कर लिया तो?
ये रूल 1 वाला मैंने कर लिया सर।
रूल 3 में क्या प्रॉब्लम है? अगर तुमने क्वेश्चन नंबर 16, 17 किए हैं, ये है ना 16, 17 इससे पहले,
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, हाँ जी सर।
तो इसमें क्या प्रॉब्लम सर?
सर ये मैं कि ये 5 वाला
बेटा
19.2 पे।
लिसन टू मी।
हाँ जी
तुमने ये 16, 17 में डाउट क्यों नहीं क्लियर की अपनी? अगर कोई डाउट थी तो ये 18th में क्यों आ रही है डाउट तुम्हें?
नहीं, वो तो क्लियर हो गया कि सर जो वाला एरिया ऑफ कंसर्न होता है वहां पे 5 अलॉट करते हैं और 3 भी अलॉट करते हैं, वो तो मुझे कंफर्म हो गया क्लियर।
तो क्या पूछना है तुम्हें फिर? डाउट क्या है? व्हाट इज द डाउट?
सर फॉरवर्ड कंपेयर द एरियाज एंड सीओएफ इन।
अरे पहले कैलकुलेट करो, कंपेयर तो बाद में करोगे ना।
ठीक है।
पहले कैलकुलेट तो करो इस कॉम्बिनेशन से भाई। A2 कैलकुलेट किया तुमने?
नहीं, अभी नहीं किया, कर रहा हूँ।
तो जो करना है वो तो कर नहीं रहे, कहीं आगे अपने खुद ही सेल्फ क्रिएटेड डाउट्स में एंटेंगल हो रहे हो।
सॉरी।
Anubhav, as soon as you get the A2, let me know. Once you get A2. I think everybody would have done by now for sure.
Yes, sir.
Please get me the A2. Otherwise, you'll again miss the discussion.
सर D2 की वैल्यू क्या है सर?
अभी दिखाते हैं बेटा. We'll just show you. D2 नहीं होता. D2 from where are you getting? That is also the discussion, na? Value from where? From floor or roof or from where? When you say D2, from where? बोलो.
सर फॉरवर्ड से 18.9892.
अभी देख लेते हैं. याद
आ
नहीं
गया
बेटा
सर,
मुझे.
A2 आ गया।
A2 आ गया. Okay guys. Now guys, to get the GC of this A2, we need to use 310 minus 1. Now when we use 310 minus 1, which axis are we going to get the moment about? Look at the diagram and tell me which axis are we going to get the moment about?
After moving.
19.2
After
ordinates. We'll get the moment about aft. Yes or no? Am I right?
करेक्ट सर, करेक्ट.
Correct. And the assignment of multipliers will be 3, 10, minus 1. Does everybody agree?
अग्रीड सर.
Yes,
So
sir.
yeah, tell me, you will get D2 from where now? You will get D2 from aft. Yes or no, beta? Correct?
यस सर.
So
Yes,
please
sir.
calculate D2 from aft now. Calculate D2 from aft.
Uh, 1.484.
Very good. 1.484. You're right. It's shown on the screen. Once everybody gets D2 from aft, 1.484, those who have got it can start thinking, we don't need from aft, we need from forward. So how to convert D2 aft to D2 forward?
19.52.
Yes.
19.52.
Okay, whatever it comes, it's okay. Let everybody get D2 aft first, beta. You'll get the moment in meter cube, divide by the area A2, and you'll get D2 from aft. And you see how the presentation has to be done. The presentation is in front of you, beta. The diagram and everything. If you don't want to mark these multipliers, I have marked just because I didn't want to make the tables. I just cut short on that. So you don't have to mark the multipliers. If you don't want to mark, don't mark them. Guys, how much is D2 forward now? Convert this to D2 forward. Question is here at the left bottom part. So you can read the question here itself. You don't have to go left, right. How much is D2 forward? Somebody gave me some answer.
19.51.
19.516.
Okay. Okay. It will be the length minus D2 aft. Am I right, beta? Length of the tank top minus D2 aft, 19.516. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is 4 year. My answer is correct. I think there's a typo error. It is 4 year, not 80. This is 4 year. So that's okay. Subtraction is correct. I think there is an error in writing here. That's all. Everybody is aligned up to D2 forward or somebody is still lagging behind? Please let me know. So
Done,
now
sir.
you can answer the total area. Total area will be A1 plus A2. It would come 299.325. I'm picking up the value from answer. 299.325 square meters. Am I right? Correct, beta? And distance of the GC from forward now you can get. It will be 12.028. If somebody doesn't know how to get, let me know. I'm sure we have done so many questions by now, it would have sunk in well.
Yes, sir, getting 12.028.
Okay, very good. The final step you already know, guys. D from forward will be A1 into D1 from forward plus A2 into D2 from forward upon A1 plus A2. I'm sure this concept has sunk in by now well because we have been using it repeatedly so many times. Okay, anybody still calculating 12.028? Let me know. I'll wait here, beta.
Done, sir.
Done? Okay, anybody who wants me to wait? So guys, with this, we have done these 18 questions, which involved application of Simpson's rules. They have covered a wide array of things. The possibility of mistake in Simpson's rules could be only few. One, you carelessly read the question. Two, you comprehend the question incorrectly and make a wrong diagram. Right. And the last, of course, is you mess it up by yourself through carelessness. Otherwise, it will not bother you much. Yes, you also need to many a times apply the basics like TPC formula, freshwater allowance formula. So those basic concepts of stability, if they are involved in a question where Simpson's rules is to be applied, then that basic knowledge needs to be recalled and put to use. Another area is that is one more area where people could falter. Anyway, if you now do questions from past papers and bring the doubts here, I'm sure your doubts will be limited to only 3, 4, 5 questions. If you do 15 papers from the past, 15, 20 papers, you'll not have doubts more than 2, 3, 4 questions. I'm sure about it. And once they are addressed, then you're exam ready as far as Simpson's rule is concerned. You don't have to waste too much time just before the exam. You can just do few more papers and go straight into the exam after recalling all the formulae and all the concepts. Question number 19 and 20 do not pertain. They do not pertain to application of Simpson's rule. Captain Subramaniam sir has used the formula of area of a trapezium, and he's called it as a trapezoidal rule. Trapezoidal rule. It has nothing to do with Simpson's rules per se. My only thing is why I'm discussing it. A, it's not time consuming. B, sometimes our paper setter will open Captain Subramaniam's book. They'll say, okay, oh, it is Simpson's rules exercise, and they'll pick up the question and put it there without realizing whether it entails application of Simpson's rule or not. And then if you keep crying, it's out of syllabus, nobody pays a heed to it. Guys, what is a trapezium? A trapezium is a quadrilateral. It's a four-sided figure in which one pair is parallel to each other. This is a trapezium. Here side A and side B are parallel to each other. C and D are not parallel to each other. Otherwise, it will become parallelogram. The perpendicular distance between the parallel sides is called as the height of the. It's called as the height of the parallelogram. Sorry, trapezium. My mistake. And the area of the trapezium is half into sum of the parallel sides. Multiplied by the perpendicular distance between them. That means in context of the above diagram, it becomes half into A plus B into H. That is the formula for area of the trapezium. So here we'll only calculate area and will not touch upon the moment issue or the GC issue. So chances of it being asked are very less. Now, what does it say? It says like this, guys. If this is the area I have to calculate, you can't calculate volume because trapezium is a two-dimensional figure. What does it say? It says divide the trapezium into equispaced with equispaced ordinates and bring the ordinates so close to each other that for small separation between the ordinates y1, y2, y3, and like this up to yn. Each of these figures, the curvature becomes negligible, and each of these figures becomes a trapezium. And obviously, the height will be the common interval between the ordinates. So if this is trapezium 1, trapezium 2, trapezium 3, and like this we have n trapeziums here, then area of trapezium 1 will be equal to half into sum of parallel sides y1 plus y2 into the perpendicular distance between them h. A2 will be equal to 1 by 2 into sum of the parallel sides y2 plus y3 into h. A3 will be equal to 1 by 2 into y3 plus y4 into h. And like this, we can write areas for n number of trapeziums. The total area will be sum total of A1 plus A2 up to AN. And in all these, 1 by 2 h comes common. And then everything in the bracket gets added. You see y1 plus y2 here and y2 here makes it 2y2. y3 and y3 makes it 2y3 plus 2y4. So the first term is single, rest everything is doubled. And of course, the last term will also be single. Do you agree with me? Yes or no, beta? Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now, if I take this 2 inside, what does it become? It becomes h into, and every term is divided by half. So it becomes 0.5 of y1 plus y2 plus y3 plus y4. It continues like this. And in the end, you'll have 0.5 yn because that was single. And this is the area. And this is what is called as area by trapezoidal rule. How do you find the area by trapezoidal rule? You take half of the first ordinate, half of the last ordinate, and remaining ordinates in full. So first ordinate half, last ordinate half, all other ordinates in full. You add them and multiply by the common difference or common interval. And that will be the area found by rule named as trapezoidal rule. Is that clear, beta? Is the calculation of area by trapezoidal rule clear to everybody?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So we'll just quickly go through these. They are simple things. There's nothing much in it. So that the exercise is closed. You don't have this doubt. We left 2 questions. We don't know what was there in those questions. Nothing. So here half breadths are given. We have to take first one half, last one half, and these have to be taken full, means double. And what is the common interval if it's 150 meters? So how many common intervals will be there? 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There'll be 8 common intervals. Am I right, beta? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It is like this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 intervals. So H will be 150 by 8. That is how much? 1, 7, 8, 8 is 64.
8.75.
75 meters, 18.75 meters, right? So the area by trapezoidal rule will be 18.75 multiplied by first ordinate half. So this 2.97 is half only because these are half breadths, plus the full of the remaining. So that will become 12.3. Next will become 8, 16, 15.68. Next will become 16, 8 and 1, 9. 16.96 plus 16.12 plus 14.42 plus 4, 14, 1, 11.44 plus 7.2 plus half of the last one. And do you agree this will give me the area, beta, in square meters? Yes or no? I have taken this as half breadth. This is half breadth. And all these are full breadths. Correct, beta? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
And unless there is any mistake, you should get the answer automatically. Okay. Then he is given one more question based on it. We can have a look at that also. Half breadths of the breadths, sorry, not half breadths, full breadths are given. At 15 meters interval from forward are this. There are 7 of them. Assuming that Simpson's rule, so now 7 can be calculated by rule 1, rule 2, or by trapezoidal rule. He's saying you calculate by all the 3. And then he's saying, assuming that this answer is correct, find the percentage error by use of trapezoidal rule and Simpson's rule 2. Can you quickly find what will be the area by rule 1, guys? It will be 1 by 3 into 6.2 into 1 plus 13.8 into 4 plus 21.9 into 2 plus 26.4 into 4 plus 22.4 into 2 plus 14.7 into 4 plus 7.4 into 1. Am I right? This will give you area 1 beta by trapezoid first rule. Yes or no?
Yes,
Into
sir.
common interval. Into common interval. Common interval is 15. Okay. Into H. So how much is the area we are getting by rule 1, guys? Calculate quickly. Okay, guys, let me just explain to you. Let us say area by rule 1 comes 1000 square meters. Let's say area by rule 2 comes, let's say, 980 square meters. Trapezoidal rule, let's say, it gives 10 square meters. Now he's saying assume 1000 to be correct. This is the question saying, I'm not saying that. So what is the error between rule 1 and 2? 20 square meters is the error. You have to give percentage. Percentage of what? Correct one. What is the correct one? 1000. So 20 upon 1000 into 100. So much will be the answer A then beta. Is that clear? Assuming these values? Clear? Understood? ठीक है भाई?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And you can name it low or high depending on whether rule 2 has given you low and high. In this case, it will be low. By trapezoidal rule in our case, error is 10 square meters and 10 square meters high. So 10 upon 1000, the correct value, into 100%, so much high will be the error, and that will be the answer B. Of course, these are 1000, 980 and 1010 are assumed values. You can calculate them and work out the answer. It's unlikely to be part of your exam, but then, as I said, sometimes people by mistake pick it up, and then nobody wants to own the mistake. They want to defend by saying you should know it. You should have known it. So, as we are going into exams, it's always better to hedge such risks, and because then there's no point in cribbing or fighting for it, because I don't know how much it materializes. So better do it correctly, try to minimize the risks and such exposures, and that's why I've covered these two questions also. Otherwise, technically, they have nothing to do with Simpson's rules. Is that clear, beta? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, guys, with this, we come to end of this exercise. These questions are, when you do past papers, you'll come, I know you'll come with doubt. I'll open them then. Okay. So now I want you to go and attack the past papers. Somebody had put a doubt. In the next class, if you're not able to find the answer to that question, let me know.
Sir,
We'll take
I tried that question. Can you please pick up that question?
Beta, it's already 12:17. I'll pick up at the beginning of the next class. Don't
Okay,
worry.
okay,
Don't
sir.
worry.
Okay, sir.
No
Thank you.
problem. No problem. If there are more questions, I'll pick them up. Okay.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
need to go and see the survival center today. I've not been there for quite some time here. Okay.
Yes. Sir.
Okay. Shiva, remind me if I forget. Okay. Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See you guys in the next class tomorrow. Then Simpson's rules from my